Thank you so much for having me. Um, Good morning, everyone. I'll just jump right into it. I hope you're all doing well and keeping safe, and it's really a privilege to be talking to you today. So I really hope that you will be able to relate to what I share with you in this session, or at least take a piece with you through your future career. Just as a short introduction, I know it has been listed, but my name is Dane, Louw, and I've been working at Deloitte Analytics for 4.5 years now. And my journey with Deloitte has truly been a remarkable one, with a very steep learning curve, incredible opportunities, and exposure. And it has ultimately assisted me in identifying where I want to be in my career. So today, I'd like to touch on some points regarding the relevance of aligning your career to the requirements of becoming future fit. Now, let's first unpack future fit. To be future fit, you need to be able to flourish in a VUCA world. So VUCA stands for volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. Companies keep on focusing on being able to respond to the disruptors that are in industry in a fast, efficient, and innovative way. And as society embraces the digital future, preparation is key when thinking about the opportunities ahead and accelerating progress towards the future of work. So, as you all know, currently with the COVID-19 situation, we are finding ourselves in a perfect example of a disruptive environment where innovation and technology, such as Zoom, which we are using now, are key enablers for companies to stay afloat. It has definitely impacted the way that we work and possibly determined what the new normal will be. According to 2019 Global Trend Study, companies are actively embracing change to get ready for the future of work and be future fit. One way that companies are preparing for this is by creating an integrated people strategy that pays attention to today's needs while tipping the balance in favor of investing in tomorrow. Now, digital businesses are taking over and they're morphing due to the impact of digital transformation. If traditional businesses do not follow this digital journey, there will be no future for them. They need to make a conscious effort to become digital. Otherwise, they won't exist. An example of this is Kodak, who blew its chance to lead the digital photography revolution. But let's rather look at a few examples of businesses who have embraced this digital transformation. The first one would be Apple, who used to be classified as an electronics manufacturer. However, recently they have announced the Apple credit card, which will revolutionize payments. The second one is Microsoft, who is classified as a PC software development company. And now they're looking to modernize healthcare. The final one would be Facebook. It's initially classified as a social network, and now they're taking over the world of cryptocurrency with Libra. So just as these companies have realized the importance of becoming future fit, I have realized the relevance of ensuring that I am future fit. We need to ensure that we are constantly future-proofing ourselves. To quote Walter Adego, Deloitte Africa's Chief Digital and Innovation Officer, we are currently going through a tremendous amount of change. Everybody is talking about it, but when these conversations start impacting our jobs and the work that we do, then it becomes emotional. And many of us actually don't want to have this conversation because our jobs and the work that we do, it really defines our relevance. And it also defines how we sustain ourselves. So when I started thinking about my career journey to date, I couldn't help but smile, as I really am privileged to be on a journey which aligns to my personal career goals. Now, this might seem like an obvious statement, but it's really important for you to understand this. You need to identify your personal career goals and then align your career journey as an enabler to attain success. Hard work, dedication, seizing opportunities, continuous learning, and networking are some of the things to consider when starting this journey. But one important thing that I've learned is to write down your goals and stick with it. If you decide for the next 2 years that you will be spending 2 hours a day researching and learning a new skill which you think you would need in future, stick to it. You can expand and update on this, as goals will definitely change during the course of your career, and you should take an agile approach towards your growth. But stick to the commitment, and you can only achieve this with perseverance and self-discipline. I must admit, stepping out of university into the real world was quite an adjustment, and one realizes how much more there is to learn. And unfortunately, as a woman in STEM, my naive view of gender equality also changed as time went by, facing situations where reality of gender bias became evident. Now, this is one of the reasons why I truly enjoy my current line of work. Besides the fact that our company is very focused on advancing women in the workplace, not only is analytics a future fit career, but data does the talking. So this aids me as a woman in STEM to have factual conversations, and facts always eliminate bias. So let's get back to analytics as a profession. It's an ever-changing environment where we kept on our toes on a daily basis by keeping up to date with researching the latest technologies and trends, thereby ensuring that our skill set is aligned to the market need, and actually upskilling ourselves where a lack thereof is evident. So the World Economic Forum predicts that 35% of the skills required for jobs today will change by 2030, and that 65% of children born today will actually pursue careers that don't currently exist. I stumbled upon 21 weird tech job titles, and when reading through them, it actually made sense to me. Some of these included being a data detective, a cyber city analyst, or what they call a walker talker. Now, this is someone that will act as a conversational companion to elderly people, connecting with seniors through a platform similar to Uber. As there are well-documented and published views related to all these trends and topics, I'd just like to touch on some of the interesting views that I took away. Fundamental shifts are already taking place in how talent will be perceived in meeting the needs of 2030. Forward-thinking leaders should look to embrace the benefits that technology and artificial intelligence will enable. But they also need to empower themselves with the learnings to be able to step into the future with confidence. So how are we going to achieve and make sure that we are future fit? With the research and some of my experience, I've listed 10 steps, and I'd like to go through them. The first one is be prepared for challenges. You're increasingly likely to encounter work that is complex, demands new skills, new knowledge, and new experience across your career lifespan. The second one would be to never, ever, ever stop learning. We know that it's impossible to be a master of all, but focus on your career goals and ensure that you stay up to date in the industry and in your area of focus. Stay relevant. Take time to read on the emerging technologies that might affect your career or even your daily way of work. Leverage platforms such as Community of Practice, TED Talks, and online trainings. Enroll in those learnings and do it in your spare time. I'm personally a big advocate of continuous learning. Guys, make the time. Is really, really worth it. Constant learning and upskilling is essential for successful individuals to keep thriving within a business. Then the third point is to focus on other skills as well. In addition to technical understanding, the predictions for the future jobs in STEM also highlight a requirement for creative ingenuity and non-cognitive skills. Develop soft skills such as creativity and innovation. It's important to remember that you need to make time for creativity. And creativity drives innovation. Then problem solving, critical thinking, collaboration, and leadership skills are also important. Be mindful, be there in the moment, and remember that self-awareness and social intelligence, such as active listening, is also key. The fourth point would be to innovate, adapt, and be agile. Learn to accept that you will not always be in control. Learn to adapt to new situations and challenge yourself. Apply a fail fast, learn quick mentality. Remember that failure does not determine success. It actually enriches your growth to attain it. Success in STEM jobs relies on adapting to new situations and developing new skills. The fifth point would be surround yourself with inspirational leaders. Find a mentor at work or in university. Join a platform with people who share knowledge and provide guidance to becoming a leader. And discover ways to surround yourself with people who inspire you. But also, build your own leadership brand. Do this by thinking with a future mindset and acting in the present, if that makes sense. The next point would be network, network, network. The power of a strong network is invaluable for a person's career and truly speaks mountains of a person. Use platforms such as LinkedIn, your professional bodies pages, and attend events where possible, as this is one of the most important areas where you can learn to attain growth in your career. No matter how things change, you will always require a good network if you wish to build a successful career. Then create your own opportunities. I don't want to sound cliche, but when it comes to your career, always say yes to opportunities, as Richard Branson said. You will create an opportunity to either amaze yourself or learn a new skill. Also, make your own opportunities by not waiting around. Now, this is where innovation factor plays a role for the future fit you. The next point would be to fit in and also stand out. Now, to be accepted and allowed to thrive, you must learn to fit in. You need to fit into your company's culture and structure, but you must also stand out by visibly displaying your strengths, your intelligence, your talents. Integration and transformation are the driving forces that allow great leaders and organizations to both fit in and stand out. And they are definitely the two touchstones of any flourishing company. The second last point would be ensuring your work fits. Now, work fit describes how our expectations, our values, our personalities, and our skills actually aligns with the firm's values and culture. Ensure that the job is the right fit for you, as only then you will truly be able to flourish and thrive. The last point is adaptive intelligence. Now, adaptive intelligence can basically be understood as the capability to use information to manage situations. It can be fostered by learning to live with change, live with uncertainty, by combining different types of knowledge in order to learn, by nurturing diversity to develop greater flexibility, and lastly, to actually be open to unlearn things. So I would like to leave you with just one last thought. We are currently in a digital age where a delightful client experience is expected. Our relationships are in real time. Our choices are infinite. Delivery is on demand. Change is the only constant. And technology enables everything that we do. Thank you.